A sea of light 10 years later for fallen police officer Joshua Miktarian. The Twinsburg police officer was shot and killed on the job back in 2008, pulling over a driver for playing loud music. Tonight, a candlelight vigil in his honor where his memorial now sits. Friends, fellow law enforcement, and Josh's wife and daughter all in attendance.
Some people don't even have this much support as we have for everyone, and when they never forget him, everyone, there's usually a couple people here every day or something, and I just think it's really cool.
The support is amazing. When Josh first was killed, I had this horrible feeling. I'm like, he can't be forgotten, and that was my thing. I never wanted him to be forgotten, and Twinsburg has definitely stepped up, and they haven't forgotten. It's amazing.
And that was Miktarian's wife and 10-year-old daughter. Following the vigil, loved ones launched balloons in Miktarian's memory.